All right, so this is take two on this video. Um, I just recorded a hour long video, but I guess I didn't have my settings right, so it didn't record any of the audio that was on the screen. So had to scrap that. So now that I have my lights set up how I'd like, and hopefully this goes better. So we're gonna redo this video. Um, This is a music video called Black and White by Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, and Dax. Dax by far has my favorite verse in here. And this, to me, is symbolic of the unity. So the two white guys that you will see in this, Adam Calhoun and Tom McDonald, at one point disliked each other. And regardless of their own opinions and uh, things that held them against one another, they got on a phone call, and I learned this through uh, some video that Tom McDonald had, but he was talking about how they got on a phone, and by the end of the phone, it was like they were best friends, and that's something that I admire because a lot of people will use something that someone has done and remove access to any good that could come from it. Another reason I don't support this whole cancel culture thing, because a lot of people that went on to do great things also did bad things. And if you completely negate any good thing that they ever done because of the bad thing, we would be in a worse situation. Um, so I'd like to pay homage to that and give my respect to the ability that they let their pride and ego aside to come together. Dax in this song addresses a lot of things that are used to manipulate people and how people have developed this herd mentality to where it actually prohibits them from growth or seeing things as they actually are rather than what they are fed. And it's like this structured, programmed perception that everyone seems to have acquired. And this guy actually kind of breaks the mold and, in my opinion, awakens people through the art of his music. So I greatly appreciate him for that. So we'll check it out. All right. First, clearly the captions aren't keeping up, so we're going to turn that off. And I like his part where he's talking about how everyone pretty much listened to Eminem growing up because Eminem definitely made a huge impact on taking rap from something that was like race exclusive to something that a lot of people could appreciate. And I know a lot of people have controversial opinions on this, but rap is something that I feel would have an inevitably come to fruition, like regardless. simply for the fact that rap is, in my opinion, the best way to showcase an idea, perspective, or story while intriguing the listener because of the frequencies and vibrations attached to it. So, to put simply, someone could have like this big conference on some monumental feat, and the odds of people being as attached and hanging on every word is greatly increased if there was a rhythm and beat behind it. Um, I think frequency and sound creates a huge impact on life. So I, in my personal experience, I like rap a lot because of that. Doesn't mean rap is my favorite genre, or honestly, I'm not even as big on music as I used to be, but I pursue knowledge and I appreciate that knowledge can be more easily addressed and accessible to people that often wouldn't take the time to hear those things through music. So I appreciate that. I think that line's so annoying for some reason, but I like Adam Calhoun as a person. A lot of the videos and things I've seen of him, he's, oh shit. No, I didn't. Where were we at? Somewhere around here. I'm glad he doesn't care, but in a lot of his videos, he's very humble, modest, and like he isn't doing anything for this certain attention or recognition, and I really appreciate that about him. Like he genuinely seems like a real guy that isn't really buying into all this BS and things of the sort. So, although I do not like his verse so much on this song, partly because I like the Dax verse so much, I do appreciate him as what I know of as a person, because clearly I don't know this guy. But so that's one thing. Back when Dax was lower YouTube rapper, uh, there was all this like highly competitive stuff, and everyone was giving Dax crap uh, about. At one point, he used to be a janitor, which a lot of people didn't put together. But when NF, who every single one of these rappers looks up, NF has, in my opinion, influenced more artists today. Like he's like the newer Eminem. I hate to compare NF and Eminem, but NF is basically doing for genres and music what Eminem did last generation. Um, but anyway, point of the matter is NF dropped this song When I Grow Up, and in the music video, he's a janitor. And to me, when I watched that, I thought he was basically paying homage to Dax. I don't think a lot of people have put that together, but like no one complained when NF was doing it in the thing, or was like, oh, like it's lame because he was showcasing the pursuit of something, and that it doesn't matter what steps you took to get there if you stay persistent and work towards a goal. So um that's cool because Dax at one time was getting a lot of heat over things. And in that same moment, he had this song with Tom McDonald called Propaganda. Um, and that's what he just mentions, that he was fucking with Tom way before he got canceled. Um, and that's what he's referring to because they had a song together where they were also talking about the current state of politics and things that were going on in the world, which is kind of Tom McDonald's niche. Like most of his music pretty much caters to that discussion, which is cool. He does it better than anyone else that I've really seen. I don't think anyone does it on his level, actually. So, wanted to pay homage to that, but that's what his reference is about. I love that part. I forgive and don't want to be enemies. It's wrong, first right. Mom, dad, race, religion, things we're born into. And see, that's so sick. Like that verse, like if you really listen to that, it's just so descriptive of current events and how people are like swaying reality to suit this identity pursuit and things that they feel it's like life now is more about expression than progression, and people go through phases. Like I remember in high school, like I was into things that I'm completely not into now, like styles and things like that. Like, so if you were to base, kind of goes back into the whole cancel culture, not that being into Slipknot and stuff like that was something worth being canceled. I mean, for some people it was, uh, but it's just ridiculous for people to get so hung up on these things in the name of self-expression to completely negate progress and reality and coming together with people and seeking common goals. Uh, so this verse is probably my favorite verse by Dax. So pretty awesome. And that's another cool thing. Like all of Tom McDonald's music videos and stuff are done by Nova Rockefeller, who is his girlfriend, and and that's just awesome because they're kind of like a power couple. Like they have created like an empire, and they just kind of stick with their friends, and they push limits and reach milestones that most people never accomplish with teams of people. So that's awesome, and I hope you guys like this video. And again, this is the beginning of my pursuit in doing this, so I'm gonna get better as I go. But this is something that I hope at least spread thought or encouraged viewing things in a different way. And thank you for watching.